Would you dare enter a world you know nothing about? Do you have the courage to explore an area where even the most bizarre creatures fight to survive every single day? Welcome to the Amazon. Think you know the Amazon? You imagine it as a dense jungle, where tigers and jaguars lurk in the shadows, where thick trees block out the sun? Well, you're wrong. Forget everything you think you know, because the Amazon is not just any forest. This is a living world, constantly changing, where water and land shift to an ancient rhythm that humans cannot fully comprehend. Every year, when the rainy season comes, a grand event unfolds, a natural mega flood, where water from distant mountain peaks rushes down, sweeping everything in its path. Vast forests no longer remain dry. Instead, an underwater maze stretches for thousands of square kilometers. It's a life or death battle for millions of creatures, a battle where there's no room for weakness. Only the strongest, the smartest, and the most adaptable can survive. The creatures you've never imagined, like sloths struggling to swim through raging waters, or massive otter families working together to hunt beneath the surface, are living in a completely different world than you might expect. The colossal pirarucu fish, frighteningly large, leaping from the water just to breathe, are warriors in an ever-changing universe. This is a world turned upside down, where nothing follows the rules you know. Each day in the Amazon is a relentless fight for survival. Creatures must learn to survive as the water rises, as the floodwaters sweep everything away. It's a life that's always shifting, a constant test. And the story you're about to witness is one of a world in turmoil, where nature writes the most mysterious and brutal tales. Welcome to the Amazon archipelago, where nature writes the story. A place where life doesn't just exist, it fights, adapts, and survives. Are you ready to enter this world? The gamble of survival. When the floodwaters arrive, the familiar world begins to vanish. For the land-dwelling inhabitants, this is when their instincts are put to the test. The ground gradually disappears beneath the rising waters, and what once was dry land is now an endless sea. This is the moment when survival instincts are pushed to their limits, and the strategy for survival determines whether they live or die. The tapir, the silent traveler. The South American tapir, weighing nearly 300 kilograms, may appear slow and cumbersome, but few know that it is a master swimmer of the Amazon. Its long, soft nose functions as a snorkel, allowing it to breathe easily while submerged. During the dry season, the tapir has a remarkable ability. It can accurately remember the locations of palm trees, fig trees, and its preferred food sources. It can move through the dense forest, crossing waterlogged areas in search of food. When the floodwaters rise, everything changes. The tapir wades through the water, its massive feet leaving footprints in the wet mud, creating a living map for other creatures to follow. The raised patches of land that appear amidst the flooding become islands where the tapir can find food and rest. What is particularly interesting is that the tapir is not only an expert swimmer, but also an exceptional diver. When threatened by predators like jaguars, it can dive into the water, holding its breath for several minutes, hiding in the murky depths, making it nearly impossible for its predator to detect. The tapir is not in a hurry. Its strategy for survival is not based on speed, but rather on a combination of an excellent spatial memory and unparalleled resilience. Each time it faces danger, it knows when to stop, when to move quietly, and when to find a safe place to hide. The marsh deer, the art of balance. On the other hand, the marsh deer, tall and slender, develops an entirely different survival strategy. They rely on grassy areas along the edges of the forest, where they can easily find food and avoid threats. Their hooves are wide, resembling small snowshoes, helping them stand firm on the soft mud and move around without slipping. When the floodwaters rise, Marsh deer do not venture too deep into the water. Instead, they stick to higher ground, moving along the edges of the water where the land is less submerged. Their survival strategy is simple. Always keep an escape route. When the waters start rising, they don't rush in. They don't take risks by venturing into the depths of the flood. They always keep an eye on their surroundings, with their ears constantly perked up, listening for any potential dangers, and their noses constantly sniffing the air to detect any change. In this world full of surprises and danger, the marsh deer's wisdom lies in knowing when to stop and when to move, and when to seek safety in higher ground. Jaguar, the predator, learning a new skill. The jaguar, the king of predators on land, now has to relearn how to hunt. With its spotted coat blending seamlessly with the shadowed forest floor, the jaguar is already a master at hiding in plain sight. But when the flood comes, its world changes completely. The once dry land is no longer there, and the jaguar must adapt its hunting strategy for a waterlogged world. The jaguar is not only an excellent swimmer, but also a superb underwater predator. With its webbed paws, it can swim quietly and quickly, tracking the scent of prey in the water. Its jaws are the strongest of any big cat, capable of piercing the shells of turtles or the skulls of young crocodiles. During the flood, the jaguar does not just hunt on land, but waits in the water, ambushing swimming capybaras, or even stalking from submerged branches, ready to pounce. In particular, some jaguars have been observed taking down even young caimans, a testament to their adaptability. This change in the jaguar's hunting strategy is not just an environmental shift. It is a lesson for all species in the food chain. Even the top predator must adapt, or it will be left behind. Each animal in the Amazon forest must fight relentlessly to survive during the flood season. It is a harsh world where life and death are only a step apart. Species like the tapir, marsh deer, and jaguar are not only confronted with extreme challenges, but also have to adapt to the ever-changing environment. In this battle for survival, only the most intelligent and persistent creatures will survive. The kingdom above. While the world below is submerged, a new kingdom emerges above the world of the canopy, where life thrives in the treetops, far from the rising floodwaters. Here, every creature has adapted its way of life to not just survive, but flourish in the challenging environment of the Amazon rainforest. Howler monkeys and spider monkeys, two philosophies of life. High above the forest floor, the howler monkeys declare their presence with powerful guttural roars that can be heard up to 5 kilometers away. Their large hyoid bone acts as a resonating chamber, amplifying their calls across the dense forest. Instead of traveling long distances, howler monkeys stake their claim on their territory through sound. Their calls are not just a way to communicate, but a way to ward off other primates and predators. The energy expended in producing such loud, far-reaching howls is significant, but it allows the howler monkeys to minimize the need for direct conflict and physical confrontation. Their strategy is clear: do less, but speak loudly. In contrast, spider monkeys, slender, agile, and equipped with prehensile tails, live a life of constant motion. These acrobats of the canopy move swiftly from tree to tree, sometimes covering gaps of over 10 meters in a single leap. Their prehensile tails, capable of gripping branches, give them an almost unparalleled ability to navigate the jungle's heights. The spider monkeys do not sit idle in one place, but travel long distances in search of food. Their diet is varied, consisting of fruits from different trees, and they are always on the move, exploring new areas and expanding their territory. Their philosophy is the opposite of the howler monkeys: move far, eat widely, and always explore new paths. These two primates, though sharing a similar environment, embody two distinct approaches to life in the treetops. One is rooted in vocal power and territorial defense, while the other is a wanderer, driven by movement and exploration. Both are uniquely suited to their respective strategies for survival in the towering world of the Amazon canopy. The bird world. Color and role. Above the forest, in the vast expanse of the treetops, birds reign supreme, painting the sky with vibrant colors and playing critical roles in the ecosystem. The iconic macaws, with their brilliant multicolored feathers, fly in pairs, their shrill calls echoing across the forest. They visit special clay licks, clay-rich walls of exposed earth where they gather in large flocks. The clay helps them neutralize toxins found in their diet of wild fruits. Their beauty is not only for show. Macaws are experts in their nutrition. The minerals they obtain from the clay help balance the toxicity of their otherwise unpalatable food. Then there are the toucan birds. Instantly recognizable by their oversized, colorful bills, these birds are not only beautiful but also essential in the life cycle of the forest. Their massive beaks are light and strong, enabling them to easily tear into fruits. While eating, they play a crucial role in dispersing seeds, thus ensuring the forest's regeneration. Every time a toucan takes flight, it carries with it a new potential for growth in the forest below. Their brightly colored feathers are not just a visual spectacle, they are a sign of their role as seed carriers, and their contribution to the forest is vital for maintaining its biodiversity. The Amazonian birds, in all their vibrant glory, are not just decorating the forest with color. They are the architects of life, ensuring that the cycle of growth and renewal continues. By carrying seeds from one place to another, they are essential partners in the forest's regeneration, spreading life across vast distances. Plants, masters of morphing. The plants of the Amazon have mastered the art of adaptation, transforming and evolving in ways that allow them to thrive in the ever-changing environment of the jungle. Many trees, for example, have evolved to bloom directly from their trunks, a strategy known as cauliflory. This allows them to attract pollinators like bats and insects that thrive in the lower levels of the canopy, where the flowers are more easily accessible. By bypassing the higher branches where large pollinators might struggle to reach, these trees maximize their chances of fertilization. Cauliflory is an adaptation to a specific challenge, the difficulty of pollination in such dense environments, and it ensures the survival of these plant species in the flood-prone ecosystem of the Amazon. Other trees, such as the strangler fig, have adapted by growing aerial roots, which dangle down like ropes from their branches. These roots absorb moisture from the humid air and help anchor the tree to its host, even when the soil is unstable or submerged by the rising floodwaters. Their roots spread out wide, providing stability to the tree's towering structure, which can reach heights of several meters. This airborne approach to rooting is essential in a region where soil conditions can shift dramatically due to flooding. The ability of Amazonian plants to morph and adapt has been honed over millennia. Some have developed secondary strategies, what might be called a Plan B, to ensure they survive the unpredictable changes that come with the rise and fall of the waters. These plants are true survivors, equipped with both ingenuity and resilience. They understand the rhythms of the forest and know how to take advantage of every opportunity to thrive. In the Amazon, life is not only a struggle for survival on the ground, but also in the heights of the trees, where an entirely different world flourishes. The canopy provides a unique ecosystem where every creature, whether it's a monkey, a bird, or a plant, has adapted in its own way to the ever-present challenges of life in the jungle. These creatures, though living in a world of constant change, all share one thing in common. They have learned to thrive where the land cannot, in the kingdom above, where the forest stretches to the sky. The world under the murky waters. Black Caiman, the Silent Lord. The black caiman, one of the largest and most dangerous crocodilian species in the Amazon ecosystem, can reach up to 5 meters in length and weigh up to half a ton. With its impressive size and strength, it stands at the top of the food chain both in the water and on land in the region. The black caiman does not rush when hunting. It remains still in the water, with only its cold, sharp yellow eyes visible, staring intently at everything around it. It can stay in this state for hours, waiting for the slightest mistake from its prey. When the right moment comes, the black caiman strikes with incredible speed, attacking with powerful jaws capable of crushing the skull of its victim in an instant. Its silence, combined with lightning-fast hunting abilities, makes the black caiman a terrifying presence to any animal in the area. They typically hunt animals such as fish, birds, and even mammals like capybaras, their favorite prey. Electric eel, a biological weapon. The electric eel of the Amazon, with the ability to generate up to 600 volts, is one of the most fascinating and intimidating creatures in the underwater world of the Amazon River. This species uses its electrical abilities to hunt and navigate in murky waters, where vision is limited. The electric eel not only emits weak electrical pulses to detect the location and characteristics of objects in the water, but it also uses a powerful electric shock to incapacitate other fish. When the eel detects prey, it delivers a strong electrical shock, instantly paralyzing the victim. This ability not only helps the eel catch prey, but also allows it to move safely in an environment where vision is no longer useful. The electric eel's development of electric abilities is a prime example of the incredible adaptation of underwater animals to the challenging Amazon environment. Pink river dolphin, the friendly giant. The pink river dolphin, a species native to the Amazon River, is a remarkable creature not only for its intelligence, but also for its friendly and social nature. With a flexible neck and large body, the pink river dolphin can easily navigate the flooded waters, where tree trunks and branches extend from the water's surface like obstacles. What sets this species apart is its ability to use echolocation to detect and locate objects around it. Its distinctive clicking sound, similar to a Morse code signal, allows the pink river dolphin to see in murky waters. Pink river dolphins are incredibly curious and friendly toward humans, a rare trait in wild animals. They occasionally swim close to boats, showing interest and openness. This is the only species in the Amazon that can form friendly relationships with humans, making the pink river dolphin even more fascinating. Piranha, the cleanup crew. Despite their notorious reputation as underwater killers, piranhas actually play the role of natural cleanup crews in the Amazon ecosystem. These fish, known for their sharp teeth and often featured in terrifying attack stories, rarely hunt live prey. Instead, they mostly feed on decaying flesh, helping to cleanse the water. When dead animals float into the river, piranhas consume them, removing decomposing remains and helping to maintain cleanliness in the environment. This behavior prevents pollution and ensures the balance of the underwater ecosystem. However, when threatened or in groups, piranhas can strike quickly, reinforcing their image as bloodthirsty killers in the eyes of humans. Giant otters, cooperation for survival. Giant otters live in families and hunt fish in groups. When threatened by caimans, they form a circle, scream, and splash water, forcing their opponents to retreat. The young learn essential survival skills through collective play. Leafcutter ants, tiny engineers. Leafcutter ants cut leaves to cultivate fungus. Underground lies a complex city. When floods arrive, they weave leaves and dry branches into rafts, carrying their colony and fungus to higher ground. Their social organization is as sophisticated as a human city. One morning, the water begins to fall. Frogs change their calls, sandbanks emerge, thick silt covers the ground, where dormant seeds sprout. Tapirs return to their old trails. Howler monkeys call out again, spider monkeys leap across familiar gaps. Pink dolphins retreat to the main river, while piranhas disperse. The Amazon, this colossal living being, has just exhaled a long breath, and now inhales again. It keeps its eternal promise, carrying life through the stormy season and returning it to the time of calm. The message is clear. Resilience is not about resisting the water, but living in rhythm with it. In an age of climate change, the Amazon is not only the lungs of South America, but of the entire planet. To protect the forest is to preserve this breath, so that each flood tells a new story, and each ebb plants another promise for the future.